Mavs Insider. Should the Dallas Mavericks trade Anthony Davis this summer? Hey Mavs fans, welcome back to Mavs Insider, your go-to place for all things Dallas Mavericks. I'm really excited to dive into a hot topic today that has been buzzing around the NBA community. Should the Dallas Mavericks trade Anthony Davis this summer? Before we get into that, though, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below letting me know your thoughts on this potential trade. What do you think the Mavs should do this summer? I love reading your opinions, and let's get a conversation going. Also, if you enjoy what you see today, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the Mavericks. You know you don't want to miss any of the latest updates. All right, let's get into it. The Mavericks in a tight spot? Injuries and uncertainty. The Dallas Mavericks have definitely been through a roller coaster of a season. Luka Doncic, the franchise's cornerstone, is playing at an MVP level, but the team has been hit hard with injuries. Kyrie Irving, their marquee offseason acquisition, has been sidelined with injuries. And, more recently, Anthony Davis has also been struggling with his health. Kyrie Irving, as we know, could become a free agent at the end of the season if he opts out of his contract, which only adds another layer of uncertainty to Dallas's future. The situation has become so serious that, according to CBS sports writer Sam Quinn, the Mavs might need to consider trading Anthony Davis this summer as part of a bigger rebuilding effort. Why trading Davis makes sense now? Let's unpack why Quinn believes a trade involving Davis could be the Mavericks' best move moving forward. Dallas, as we know, has been trying to build a championship-contending roster around Luka Doncic. But with injuries to key players like Irving and Davis, the path to the top is looking murkier and murkier. According to Quinn, the Mavs have 2 chances left to control their own first-round draft pick in the next decade. After 2026, Dallas could lose their ability to easily land young, impactful players through the draft. This is a huge concern for a team looking to sustain a championship window. If the Mavs don't make a move, their pick this year will likely land at the back end of the lottery, and they could lose a prime opportunity to draft a future star. But what if they trade Davis? A trade for Davis wouldn't just weaken the team for next season. It could potentially net the Mavericks a major return, which could be a combination of future draft picks and young players who could contribute in the long run. While the return wouldn't be as massive as what the Mavs would get for someone like Luka Doncic, remember, Davis isn't exactly a long-term solution. At this stage, he's a big-name player whose time in Dallas might be coming to a close sooner rather than later. The key here is to look at the situation long-term. Dallas made a huge bet by bringing in Kyrie Irving and trading for Davis, hoping to pair them with Luka to create a win-now roster. But with injuries derailing the plans, it's looking more and more like this window might already be closed, or at least it's closing quickly. Rebuilding for the future. If the Mavericks were to trade Davis, they'd be admitting that the win-now plan wasn't working out. It's not an easy decision for any team, especially for someone like GM Nico Harrison, who's invested a lot of resources into trying to make the Mavs a title contender. However, it might be the smartest move moving forward. By moving Davis, Dallas could stockpile assets for the future, which could help them build around Luka for the long haul. Quinn makes a great point here. 2 lottery picks, plus whatever assets Dallas could get back for Davis and their other veterans, might not guarantee an instant rebuild. But after seeing the injuries and struggles from their current roster, it might be the best course of action. As hard as it may be to admit, the Mavericks might need to reset and plan for the next era. That doesn't mean they give up on Luka, far from it. It means they shift their focus toward making sure they can surround him with the right pieces for a future championship run. What's the best move for the Mavs? So, should the Mavericks trade Anthony Davis this summer? It's a tough call, but the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Trading Davis could provide the Mavericks with flexibility, more draft picks, and potentially some young talent to build around Luka Doncic for years to come. We know the Mavericks want to contend for championships, and that's not changing. But sometimes, the best way to build for the future is to make difficult decisions in the present. This might not be an easy decision for the Mavs organization to make, but in the long run, it could very well be the best move to set the team up for success in the next few seasons. After all, the future of the franchise is in Luka Doncic's hands, and they need to surround him with the right mix of talent to make sure he can win it all. Your thoughts? Now, Mavs fans, it's your turn. I want to know what you think about this potential trade for Anthony Davis. Should the Mavericks pull the trigger, or is there a better move on the horizon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is going to be a great discussion. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all things Mavs, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mavs Insider. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of the exciting content we have coming up. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, this is Mavs Insider signing off. Thanks for watching.